Welcome back. In this video we're going to do the dungeon under Cazador's palace. So let's have a quick look around.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
So we've got several doors with the key ring.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
So we'll use that.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
And we'll step inside. There's a zone underneath here and a portal up to the sewers. And here we can get a clue about what's going on. It's just like long names.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it?
And some stuff about what's actually going on. And a gilded chest. There's a unique item down here as well. There's sort of a sunblade.
Trust no one.
So we'll cast Featherfall with Astarion and jump down.
Step lightly.
These boxes have various bits of junk in them. And if we come in here, this is where the thing is.
Curious.
If you don't make the perception check again, you can just dig.
They're all red and bright. What's wrong with us? Oh, we see.
And we find out that it's trapped. Astarion's very good at traps. And we've got this blade. It's a rapier, and while it's equipped, attack rolls, it says with this weapon have advantage against undead. I think it might actually be coded incorrectly, and I think all attack rolls against undead have advantage while it's equipped. And it's a bit of a hassle to get back up again, so we're gonna take a look at what we've got that says fly. And we'll go into our overhead mode. And somehow miss because we can't see the platform. And this is a consistent problem that I have with getting around in the game, where you can't see for whatever reason the thing that you want to see because it's trying to do you a favor and make it see-through. We'll try over here on the bridge.
Of course he'll come back. He's got to.
And no dice. Not very helpful.
Very well then.
And one scroll down. There's another way out. Right. Yeah, just can't get there because we can't see it. But we've got the movement.
A quick rummage.
So options being what they are, we'll actually run over to the crypt gate here. We tried to do it the easy way, so we'll do it the hard way. we'll just unlock the lock, open the door, and take the stairs out. And then warp back to Cazador's dungeon. That was a bit of a waste of time. And a little sad because we actually had our party on the bridge. It should have been relatively easy to see. Alright, so here we are. We're going to take advantage of having leveled, and we'll cast an upgraded Conjure Elemental. We're going to grab the Water Myrmidon. And we'll do that with Jaheira as well.
Certainly waiting.
The Water Myrmidon has ranged attacks, so it's got a close-up smite attack and a range attack that does 3 icicles that do an area of effect. It has warp, but it also has flight, so it's extremely mobile.
Won't stop me yet. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
And we'll put the ring in.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
And we'll take a walk inside, and we'll get to a cutscene with Astarion.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
We'll ask Astarion if this is how he used to live.
Hardly. Cazador didn't keep me in luxury, but I've never seen anything like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian,
You remember me.
you were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
We'll ask who he is.
It's not just him. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
We'll just let Astarion answer that one.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
And we'll just say we need to go now.
There's no escape. No escape for us. And no escape for you, Astarion. This nightmare never ends, and it's your fault. You did this, damn you! I damn you to the hells! I damn you to misery! I damn you!
He's got two. Right?
And we'll talk to Astarion, who just got hit with a curse.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. Ah, he's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
So we'll say that it was Cazador's cruelty.
Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just sickening. Seeing them again. I don't know what else.
Let's take a look at Curse of the Sired here. Astarion gets disadvantage on all saving throws. So we could go back and take a look for our scrolls of Remove Curse. We still have quite a few. And we'll get rid of that. And here we're going to crouch down and come take a look. We're not here to negotiate or talk. We're here to kill everybody. So we'll get everybody kind of snuck in and positioned, and then we'll break the party. We're going to have Astarion throw a flame wall across here. We'll have our Dryad throw spike growth in the same area so that everything that's coming through will take a bunch of damage. We're going to have Jaheira cast Daylight to prevent the undead from regenerating. Make sure we've got that memorized. And we'll get rid of Ice Knife for that. And she doesn't need to concentrate on that, so once it's cast, she will alternate with Astarion, throw in the spell scrolls that we've got, so mostly fire type stuff. Alright, so let's get started. So we will start with our spike growth right here. And we can back off. That spell lasts a really long time, so concentration for 100 turns. So be patient on that one.
You found me.
We'll take a look for Daylight. We want Daylight Sphere. And we're going to put it essentially across the whole area up to where Cazador is. And that's going to start the fight. He's pretty fast. And we'll look for wall of fire. And we'll just put that in his inventory so it's easy for us to cast, because we might need to move up a little bit. And we're just going to put it across the whole front. and then we'll stand up and join the combat.
Watch your back.
Maybe. Not getting much action on that. I don't want to get too close.
Red in tooth and claw.
We'll end Jahir's turn and see if we can't get somebody to come here and notice us. We may actually lose the wall of fire. I'm concentrating. No one wants to move so far this round. Yep, we did. We lost the wall of fire. We can cast it again. We'll step back with Jahira. Oh, I see. She's still hiding. That's what's going on. No one knows where to go. Okay, we've got people coming in. We'll try this wall again, and we'll bring Jahira out of hiding. I thought her stealth was broken, but I was wrong. So, wall of fire. And Jahira
Keep to the shadows. What can we
will
risk?
unstun. There we go.
Time for a little dip.
And Astarion will too.
Always this
Well,
same
in turn, and maybe we'll be able to pull some people now. Alright, looks good. And we've got a water elemental that's still not in combat. We'll just bring it down closer to get it involved. And it made its hiding check. It's a bit unbelievable, so we'll use our ranged attack. Astarion's going to use his cunning action disengage and step away from the fight.
This way.
We'll also take a pot shot at this werewolf. Do a little damage. See if we can get Cazador to come across. He's going to try to call lightning. Take a look. This is a level 5 spell, so we'll counterspell with a level 5. So, no thank you. No call lightnings. Now, we'll go back to our scrolls and take a look and see what kind of damage effects we've got. We've got Sunbeam, does quite a bit of radiant damage. We've got Fireball. See if we've got a clean shot for Sunbeam. It's a little tight. Try and position ourselves between these two. And it doesn't look like we can get to Cazador with this spell. So we'll stick with Fireball. and just step back. We've got these water elementals. We'll again just use the ranged attack, see how many people we can line up. The bats will probably die going through the firewall. Here, our Dryad can move the spike growth back a little bit. Just to hit everybody again. We've got our other elemental. Take a few more shots. And we'll dash and try to get the Woodwode into striking distance. And he's just there to eat up attacks. And the werewolves are using some sort of like odd jump where they're not going through the firewall. This guy's going to try to sleep somebody. He's going to try and sleep the main character. Unfortunately, Eye Bite is a really high level spell, so we're not going to be able to counter it. So the best use of Astarion's turn is actually going to be to wake up Alfira. And it says we can't help, but we can shove. So we'll do that, which wakes her up. She's really good at athletics, so it would be hard for Astarion to move her. We do have a ranged attack, and we'll take it on the werewolf. That's it for him.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So this guy is going to be a recurring problem for us. We don't want him to sleep our Alfira. So that's 2 slashing flourishes into him. And an offhand attack. Cazador, probably going to come through the firewall. Nope. Try and call lightning again. We can give counterspell level 3 a try and see if it works. So he's just upcasting that. It's still a lower level spell. We'll have Jaheira come back down and drop another fireball. And we'll step back. So we've got this werewolf with hardly any hit points left. First things first, let's see if our Wood can do damage to it. Oh yeah, right, they're immune to bludgeoning. Okay, so let's see if our Ice Myrmidon can do it. And that's it. Our Dryad will pivot the spike growth. Just doing a little bit more damage. And we don't have the explosive icicle ready this turn. We can, if we want, use healing. It's going to make everybody soaking wet, so there's a little bit of danger of getting hit by lightning. And he dies on the way through. Got more bats coming in. Let's see if we were in the range of Slashing Flourish. It still looks a little bit too far. We can get a little closer. Still too far.
There's blood in the air.
So it looks like if Astarion's coming up here, we'll crouch and take a shot at him.
Never a dull moment.
So not great option here to shoot him. Let's see if we can jump. Get a little bit closer. There we go. And again. And he's probably going to come this way now, I hope. Seemingly not. There we go. Let's shoot some icicles at him, see how he does.
War is an old woman's game.
He's got 30 hit points left. We'll throw another fireball. That'll get rid of the ice as well. We'll run our Woodwoad up. Still immune to bludgeoning damage. I'll cast Shillelagh and see if the Dryad can hit him. She can, leaving him with 2 hit points. And we'll see if Astarion's capable of killing him, so we'll take the shot. And miss.
Come on.
So we'll have
Stay
Ulfira
idle.
take a shot. That's it. Now it's just bats.
War is an old woman's game.
We'll just rifle through everyone's turn. That's it for combat. So let's take a look. We'll need to get rid of the firewall
Work to be done.
and the spike growth.
At least things have stayed interesting. With haste.
And we'll group our party up. Pull Astarion out,
How delicious.
and he'll head down.
Go. No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
So we'll say, you know, you're going to be consumed if you do that.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
We'll mention that he's going to kill everyone.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands? Hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
So we're going to try the persuasion option. And we'll take guidance from ourselves, I think. We're not casting Eagle Splendor. There we go. And easily make that.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
We're going to ask if they can keep their fangs to themselves.
What business is it of yours?
It will become everyone's business if you try to feast on half the city. This is just a friendly warning. Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
So we're going to say that they're too dangerous and need to die. We do not need 7,000 feral vampire spawn in Baldur's Gate.
And
You
when
can choose
they're
differently
dead,
if you'd like.
will you kill us too?
We're not like those wretches, brother. We've spent lifetimes controlling our hunger. They're all but feral. I don't relish it any more than you do. But putting them to rest may be the kindest thing we can do.
Astarion.
Follow the tunnels to the Underdark. You'll be, well, not safe there, but in less peril. I think we're done here. Let's go.
And we pick up the woe staff there.
Another step forward.
And we'll talk to Astarion.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. It's really over.
We'll say that we're proud of him.
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And gods. All those spawn. Dead in their cells. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Cazador also has Rhapsody on him, which is a pretty good weapon. And we'll turn around and leave, and you can see that this is still in no map travel zone because we have one more encounter before we can exit. So on our way out, we're going to run into the Gur, the traveling folks that we saw way back at the Hag's Lair. And we'll have to explain to them that we were merciful when we killed all of the vampire spawn, including all of their children.
Hold there, Spawn.
You're the Gur tribe. I thought I was done with you people.
We're not done. Not even close. My name's Alma. My people are monster hunters. Those of us that remain, that is. Your companion attacked us in the night and stole our children. Then his master decimated what was left of the tribe.
I had no choice, as you monster hunters well know.
True. So imagine my surprise when I heard you'd fled. Heard you were a rogue spawn, free from Cazador's control. We searched half the Sword Coast for you, hoping you could help us destroy him, only to track you right back here. And what do we find when we arrive? You killed not only Cazador, but also his wretched creations. I expected less.
So I can see from all your heavily armed friends, you didn't think I could resist completing the ritual, did you?
I admit, I had my doubts. But where are our children? What of their fate?
We're not going to say anything.
I don't know for sure, but Cazador turned everyone who brought him. I can only assume that included your children.
So when you destroyed the spawn, you killed them too?
They died long before we arrived. Trust me. They were not the children you knew.
Perhaps. But the choice should still have been ours. You have taken them from us twice now.
I have. I've stolen your last chance to see them. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because anything else would mean sending you down into the dark. It means showing you the hunger in your babe's eyes and leaving you with that terrible final decision. I visited enough pain on your people. The least I could do was spare you that.
Perhaps there was something to that. A kindness I would not have credited you with.
Well, that's backhanded as compliments come, though I'll take it if it means you're done trying to kill me.
I never dreamt a spawn could find redemption. But, yes, you will never be hunted again. As for you, you have my people's thanks. I know you face trials ahead. We will stand with you as best we can. Until then, go in peace. And thank you.
And now we can freely travel from this area, so we've got map travel enabled again. And we'll head back to camp. Alright, so that was Cazador and Astarion's quest. And we'll continue to progress the storyline in the next video. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.